I dated a guy who didn't know the difference between urination and ejaculation.
Talking schmick.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Talking Schmack. I'm Jake. This is Jono. Today's episode, we're going to talk about everything and anything. Fuck me. I want to suck some titties, man. What's up? Welcome back to Talking Schmack with Jake and Jono. We've got a bunch of juicy topics to talk about today, guys. Starting off with
Worst sexual encounters.
lovely. So, a bunch of people commented their worst sexual encounters, and we looked through a few of them and picked out the best. Hit us off.
Alright, so what is the worst sexual experience you ever had? Keep in mind, I haven't seen this. I think Jake's seen these, so like
I've seen a few of them.
This
Jono
is-
has not seen any of
so,
these.
like this is like war initial reaction. Had a had a girl squeeze the tip of my dick closed just as I was starting to come. It tore my urethra and blood came out along with semen when she let go.
Oh! Oh, the pain!
Oh,
Fuck!
she closed. So he's obviously
About to come, and
Yeah.
she's just like closed the tip of his dick, and the pressure just got torn his urethra. Oh, blood and cum's come out.
Oh,
Nah, I can't. You can't do that to me.
Can't.
Yeah, you can.
Nah, that's oh.
You're getting a hook.
Bro, you're not.
And it's not even deliberately, it's a reaction.
You're not getting a hook. You're getting a foot to the face.
Foot to the
Foot
face,
to
bro.
the fucking face. Bang.
And ghosted. I'm ghosting you.
Nah, not me.
And you're paying for my hospital bills, bitch.
So where would you like me to send the bill to? This bitch who lives at this avenue. This is her fault.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck. Next.
Oh.
She put a donut on my member and nibbled it off. Didn't stop at the donut though. Accidentally put teeth marks in my dick.
I gotta give like that girl credit. Like, donut, like to ruin one of your favorite foods just by having it
Yeah, bro.
during sex. Fuck. But imagine getting oh, look, I've been there before.
Imagine that, yeah, there's the
I've
pleasure.
been there before, and some girls believe that guys like a bit of bite when they're getting head, and as a guy, I can confirm that is not true.
Who the fuck
That is not
told
true
you that?
in the
Who
slightest.
told you that?
This one girl I slept with, it was horrid.
Yuck.
Horrid. It was yuck. It was
Nah.
That was a time of my life I don't like to talk about.
Yeah, I've had like teeth in there before. It's not good. I just tell them to stop. I tell them picture like an old grandma, no teeth, and then go back to it. Yeah.
Nah, see, it's not me. It's use your tongue. Use your tongue.
Use your tongue, bro.
Like
Use
the
your tongue.
lollipop.
Facts.
Nah, like the only time biting should be acceptable during sex is lip biting. That's the only time.
Yeah. Lip biting. Or just like biting anywhere but the cock.
Yeah.
Bet.
I was making out with this guy. I'm not sure what happened, but our mouth seemed to create a vacuum. I could feel the air getting pulled out of my lungs. I had to hit it a few times to get off me. It was intense. Oh, bro, that reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode. You know, like where they're in Sandy Cheeks' like house and they need the water when they go, their faces go. That's what it's like.
And it does like the zoomed up shot of their face all dry. Oh, bro, how does that even happen? How do you even do that?
There's an edit. Thanks to all of you inquiring if he was a dementor, considering the best part of the relationship is the calm I am now getting, he may have been. So this guy literally sucked the life out of her lungs and fucked her over.
Fuck.
Oh,
that's bad, bro.
comment
That's
was
bad.
make out game so strong he took the life out of you.
You know, so it's you took my breath away.
It's literally.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck?
Decided to try double penetration with my partner. Dick in one, butt plug in the other.
Oh,
Was
okay.
going fine until he pumped a little too hard and my butt plug literally sucked into my ass canal. Anyway, we couldn't get it out because lube, and my partner freaked out because he didn't want the embarrassment of going to the hospital. So he thought the only irrational thing left, grab onto the little flap still sticking out of my butt with his teeth.
Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck.
I'm done. I'm done. You can't. You know what I'm picturing? When it goes in.
Literally. It's like imagine
Oh.
imagine you don't know. Like she wouldn't have not known. She
Yeah,
would have
yeah,
not
yeah.
known. This guy would have to be hitting it from behind, and then he goes, "Yo, where? Did you take your butt plug out? Nah, babe, nah, it's still in there."
No, it's not.
About that, shorty. It ain't in there.
Fuck, bro.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, and then you know when you like need to get the tip of the milk container off and use your teeth or like juice bottles in it?
yeah.
That's what he's done. He's gone, fuck, no, do that. And he's got it out. He's got it out. Wow.
No.
Wow.
Oh.
This guy. Fuck. Alright, you read next.
Actually, I've got a story to tell. This isn't part of the suburb, but there's this one person I know, not know, but her friend, and she told me this story. There's no names or anything, but so basically, there's this couple, and they're insecure about their looks and their weight, so they have sex in the dark, and like lights off, it's pitch black, right? And they're having sex, not even anal, they're having sex, right? And they're going at it, they're in doggy. And keep in mind, it's completely dark, and the boyfriend's like, I smell shit. And he's like, no, I can't. I smell shit. I can't. Like, it's just, no, I can't do it. Turns on the light. His entire chest is covered in shit.
Oh.
In shit. And it's
yuck.
And it's covered in shit, and then like she's like shat on him, like what's that word? Like when she projected shitted onto him. Shitted.
Projectile
She
shit.
projectiled her shit.
Yeah,
onto
yeah,
him,
yeah.
Same. Ex-wife sucked my dick sideways, bent it 90 degrees, and left me with an imperishable internal scarring that completely changed the shape of my penis. They call it Perion's disease, and it fucking sucked. Oh my god.
Dude. Sucked his dick sideways.
Talk about fucking someone sideways. You know when you're like, oh, fuck me sideways.
Fuck me sideways, bro.
Well, I actually can.
Watch me.
Have you ever? I don't know if you've ever been in this situation, but I have. It's like where you're fucking a girl and like there's like a lot of like fluids flying out and you're kind of going fast and you're not worrying about it, but your dick slips out and your dick goes from that and she sits on it and it goes.
Yeah, it hits that like
scariest shit in your life because you hear a pop and a crack in a fucking thing that has no bones.
Yeah, reverse cowgirl kind of
movie. Yeah, and you're like
rough.
Have you seen that one porn video where you actually see his dick snap?
No.
Not like that. It's not like a porn video. It's like this subreddit where like you see the video, or it's like Twitter, and like you can see this guy fucking, and you see his dick literally snapping in half.
Oh, I have. Yeah. That's yuck, fam. I was making out with a guy in my car after a successful first date, and he pulls out his dick. I proceeded to put it in my mouth and hear him mumble about someone coming. After 2 or so head bobs, I raised my head, thinking he was warning me that there was someone coming to the car. Turns out what he said was, "Babe, I'm coming." And he did, all over himself. I got nothing out of it, and he ghosted me the next day, despite having plans to hang out. Rough.
2 head pumps? 1, 2, come?
1, 2, I'm coming. Stop, I'm coming. Rough. My guy's fucking embarrassed.
My guy's name is Jake.
Wow. No.
Yeah, this girl Morgan.
Oh my god.
Nah, cut that shit.
Uh,
Bro, fuck.
4 years ago, I suffered a penile fracture, which is essentially breaking your dick. To this day, my wife still isn't allowed on top. Facts, bro.
So
There's reverse cowgirl, like up, and then it misses re-entry, and it just snaps.
You're telling me if you want to have sex, you've got to do all the work? Wow.
Yeah.
And that's the thing where it's like your wife has got the best relationship ever because now she's like, I don't need to do any work. I can be a pillow princess for life.
For life, bro. Yeah, facts.
Once I got off of bartending a happy hour shift. This cute girl in her mid-20s, a teacher at the school across the street, sat down next to me. We got to talking, drinking, more talking, and more drinking. One thing led to another. She proposed a cab back to my place until we got one. Girl had rules. No real foreplay, missionary only, and I wasn't allowed to touch her in any way, and she didn't touch me. She just laid perfectly still, breathed, and told me to slow down. I complied with it all, and I was not really enjoying myself. After a while, I pretended to come and rolled off. She immediately started getting dressed. I told her she could stay and talk for a while if she wanted to, but she declined. A freak thought occurred to me and asked if she was a virgin, and then her response was, if I was, I'm definitely not now. And then left. Oh! Nah.
Dude.
She
sat there, breathed, and told me to slow down. Slow down.
Slow down.
She said, slow down.
Have you seen? Oh, it's that. Have you seen Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's this one. Maybe you've seen it in the meme, but it's like when you're fucking a virgin for the first time, and she's like, it's like this guy going down, like it's like blue or something going down a hill. And it's like, oh, you'd have to watch the video to understand. Oh, but it's like he's like going downhill, and then it's like downhill, and he's fine. And every time he goes downhill and he screams, it's like that.
No, I haven't seen that.
You got to know the. You get the.
Yeah, reference shit people get, bro.
Just because you didn't have Boxel as a kid.
We were having sex. I went down on her and she started crying. Jumped up. Immediately a horror story. I jumped up and apologized immediately, thinking I crossed the line by going down on her. She said it was nothing I did, but every time she was about to orgasm, she starts to cry. I asked her if she wanted me to stop. She said no. So I tried it again and she started crying again. But I said, fuck it, and I kept going. When she orgasmed, she stopped crying, rode me till I came, and then baked an apple pie and we got drunk. I was with her for 8 months after that night. She cried every time we had sex. She hadn't been molested or anything. I asked a lot. Turns out crying was just what she did.
I would not be able to feel sane after sex. I'd be like, what the fuck have I done? That post-nut clarity would kick in for real. Like, what have I done?
Tears in her eyes.
Tears?
And not even like those good, like, those, like,
romantic
rough sex tears.
It's like Marley and me, like, the dog died. Like, a horrible, snobbing, snot everywhere, ugly crying tears.
And she's just tears when you're having sex. Every time you have sex, she's crying.
I can't give shit on that because my ex used to cry during sex.
Why?
I'm not gonna say who it was, but if she ever watches this, you'll know who you are. And fuck you. But something happened to her, and like she never told me. For like months, we would have sex, and then like when she'd come, she'd cry, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. And I was like, and keep in mind, she's like mid on top, and my dick is just like in her, and I'm coming her. And it comes dripping out, and this bitch is just crying. I'm like, I don't know what to do. You freeze in that type of situation because you've got no idea what to do. You kind of feel like it's your fault, but it's just like you've done nothing, and so you sit there and you freeze until she stops crying.
Yeah, literally.
Sat there for 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
And I'm just like, damn.
Well,
I won't have to tell you the name, but I'll say one keyword, and you'll know exactly.
Yeah.
Minecraft skeleton bones. You know exactly.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah.
You know exactly who it is.
Yeah. 100%.
Mm. And
You
all
know
my-
those real skinny girls when you have sex and it sounds like Minecraft skeleton?
Mm.
That's
Mm.
bad. That's bad.
Oh. Alright, so worst sexual encounters you've ever had. I dated a guy who didn't know the difference between urination and ejaculation. Oh, was giving him a hand job while he was sitting on my was giving him a hand job while he was sitting on my chest, and he starts peeing on my face. What? Oh!
Oh my fucking god, bro.
Took a few seconds for him to get the hint to get off. The next day, he seemed to be excited about having sprayed me.
Oh, no.
And I don't think he'd ever had a proper sex ed class. The comment was, sounds like he did it on purpose. Was he hard when he started peeing? Yes. When he mentioned spraying, I told him he was peeing and he didn't believe me first. And then it slowly dawned on him. Man's just marking his territory. He's like, my bitch. Not knowing the difference between peeing and ejaculating.
Can you just imagine this?
How?
Just getting pissed on? I'd like the girl just getting pissed on the guy's like, yeah, I sprayed on you.
Yeah. It's like,
The worst thing is the stench that comes with piss.
yeah, and the color,
And
and
the
how
colour.
hot it would be.
And the steam.
Oh, you know,
yuck.
like, guy,
Yuck, fam.
that's
Yuck.
nah.
That's rank.
When you're on a night out and you're like popping a squat or you're peeing in an alley and you see the fucking fog and missing from your piss because that's how hot it is.
Yeah.
How do you not see that? How, as a girlfriend,
Oh, man.
how is he sitting on? Oh, I mean, if
Yeah,
you-
why is he on your chest as well, bro?
Yeah, like
Why
how-
is he sitting on her chest?
I've done it before when you got to come on someone's face and you sit on their chest, but you don't sit on their chest. You're kind of kneeling.
Yeah.
that's-
Or like the titty like angle.
It's like you've got their legs above your head, and then when you're about to come, you kind of flick it towards them, and that's when you get on top of their chest.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
other than that, I've never peed on a girl, but I've had a girl pee on me.
Facts, you have to.
I was referred to as urinal for like a month, but it was such a fucking thing. It was like 2 or 3 years ago. Me, Jake, and Cooper were playing Fortnite. We're playing trios, and the girl I was seeing, Skeleton Bones comes over, and I'm playing Fortnite. And next thing I know, she's fucking tossing my salad, and then by that I mean she's eating my ass. And I'm like, cool, sorry boys, I gotta log off. And Jake, or it was Cooper or Jake, and they literally said, "What's the bet he's fucking getting head right now?" I was like, you're not far off, but you're pretty south. And then, so I log off, and then like we had sex and whatnot, and this girl, like this is like putting me on the spot and embarrassing me, but I don't care because it's fucking funny. And she's like, "Oh, I have to pee," but like, and it was mid sex. I was like, "No balls, you wouldn't do it." And like, no, I forgot. She was like, "Can I pee on you?" I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh, why not?" I was like, "No, it's like weird." And like during sex, it's just weird. Like in the shower, if you're peeing on someone's foot, that's kind of funny. Like I see the humor.
Yeah.
And then she's like, whatever. I was like, oh, no balls, you wouldn't do it anyways. And then as I'm like trying to find like the towel, or I think I'm grabbing something to wipe my hands, or next thing you know, my stomach's just very puddly and it's very hot. And then
She's that warm.
I'm just seeing, and she's like finishing her tinkle. The last 3 drops go. I'm like, what did you just do? She's like, I peed. I was like, why? Why? She's like, you told me to. I was like, if I told you to go jump off a bridge, would you? She's like, maybe. I was like, fuck.
Oh my god.
Nah, that was mine. This on her face.
On her
face.
And from the guy's perspective.
That's fucked.
Or like the roles reverse.
The fact that they're still seeing each other and he was like, I sprayed you?
Yeah, that's cooked.
That's fuck.
That's cooked.
Good relationship banter though, but fuck me.
Worst sexual encounter you've ever had? We had made chili nachos for dinner, and when we got it on after dinner,
No, what this is.
there was still chili under his fingers. and now it was rubbed all over my most sensitive areas. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Thing was hot. Oh my
I've done
god.
that before. For the people in Australia, yo my goodness, they serve a Carolina Reaper burger, right? And I think, I don't know, like some stores have it because the one at Berwick doesn't have it, but the one at Narre Warren does.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
had it. And then I was going to my girlfriend at the time. I was going to her house, and like I was eating the burger, and like because they give you like 4 syringes with Carolina Reaper sauce in it to inject it into it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I like injected into it, and I kind of like was like eating my burger, and I was also high as fuck at the time, and so I was like really like getting into the burger, like getting my fingers in, like I took my rings off. That's how invested I was in this
Yeah,
burger,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I finished it. And I was like, that's so good, but my mouth was on fire. Anyway, so I had like my drink to finish it, and I was cool, I was calm, I was collected, we were like fine, chilling. Next thing I know, me and my girl started having sex. I fingered the shit out of her, like shoved like my fingers down her throat, like shit like that, going during sex.
Fingered
This
the shit out of her, bro.
like it was
Oh
like
my god.
it went bang, like it was
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fucked,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then like it was like rough sex, and the thing is, man, like I've never seen a person go more red in my life.
Yeah.
This girl went red, and she's like,
Fuck,
I feel like I'm on fire.
man.
She's like, my vagina hurts. So she gets off. She's my vagina is on fire right now. I was like, why? She's like, no, I don't know. I was like, and I look at my hands. I'm like, I've still got red sauce underneath my fingers. And I'm like,
Oh,
you need to shower. And she's going in the shower.
yuck.
She's like trying to wash it off, and it's like not working. So I had to go get like a 3 liter bottle of milk just to pour down her body.
Oh.
Yeah,
Milky vagina, bro.
it was not.
Oh, that's bad,
I've never
bro.
been in the doghouse more in my life. This one time I was fingering a girl and found myself curious how many fingers I could get up her. Before I knew it, I was wrist deep inside it. She gave me a, well, that happened, look. And we ran with it for a few minutes. Rah! How the fuck do you go like that deep in like,
Wrist deep, bro. 4 fingers. Again, I get it. It was one of those moments, and it's in, and you're like, well, fuck.
my biggest fear when I'm fingering a girl is my fingernails will be too long and I'll cut her.
Yeah, true,
That's
true,
my biggest
true.
fear. But
Yeah.
fuck, how do you go from like,
Nah, he
such a,
said he was 4 fingers deep, and then he's gone.
oh, that's right. Wait. He said no. No, he was fingering a girl. And he's
Yeah.
curious how many fingers he could get in. So he goes 1, 2.
Before I knew it.
So it
Oh,
doesn't.
sorry, no, someone replied, all I can imagine is you just getting 4 fingers in and your hand just kind of sucks in her wrist deep. You just quickly look at your hand and back at her. Yeah. True.
Fuck, just go. Imagine the noise that would make.
Oh, yuck, bro. Don't even go
That's
there.
nasty. Yum.
I was drunk one night and went home with a guy. 10 seconds into a blowjob, I vomit on his dick and pass out. Fuck it out.
Nah,
No, I actually got told a story about this once.
that's my biggest fear.
Yeah. I got told a story about this once where the girl vomited on his dick, but because she didn't want to get vomit everywhere, she made like an airtight seal around his cock. So there was just vomit in her mouth.
And she swallowed. She would have swallowed it,
And
right?
yeah. And so she's got,
Oh,
and she swallowed it back up to, oh, it's disgusting to think about. She swallowed it back up to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. But, ugh, yuck.
that's nah. That is nasty. Imagine if it's like chunky too.
Yuck, bro.
When a girl cut my dick with her braces while giving me a blowjob, and I got blue balls when I. By the way, to clarify for girls out there, blue balls does not exist. They do not exist.
Cap. Blue
It's-
balls exist.
It does not exist.
Blue balls exist.
They do not exist. It is the biggest myth on earth.
I'm not even saying like because I know a lot of people use it for the excuse of like, oh my god, I got blue balls, like you need to do something to me. But like, dead ass, if you've had like the build up, it is pain.
Gradually over time, if they're like depending if you're going like multiple weeks, yes. But it's also that's what edging is as well. So it's not blue balls.
Yeah, fair.
Like it'll come to a point where like the sperms like reach that far out that it'll, even if you're not like horny or not even not hard, it'll kind of just shoot out. That's yeah, but like fuck. Oh yeah, but blue balls. It's a feeling that you get of like, imagine you're trying to sneeze, or like you're trying to yawn or you're trying to burp, but you can't. That feeling that you're like, fuck, I just need to. That's what it kind of feels like. But your balls don't go blue because I thought someone was like, some girl was like, I swear your balls go blue. I was like,
No.
it's cap. And the time I got blue balls, a girl was blowing me and her mum knocked on the door and she stopped and left. I thought blue balls was a myth before that. It was very painful.
Told you, bro. Told you. Worst sexual encounters I've ever had. My ex was in the middle of going down on me when she stopped because she had the brilliant idea to show me some sexy outfits she used to wear when she worked at a strip club. She ended up trying one on for me and it didn't fit because she was too big. So she started crying hysterically. Ended up having to console her butt naked.
Rough. So you're being someone's therapist and not getting laid.
And
Wow.
being, yeah, that's cool.
Have you?
Or even, sorry, it continues. Or even the time she tried real hard to smother me with her vagina because she thought it would be hot and I nearly suffocated to death because she wouldn't listen to me when I said I needed air.
I can't wrap my head around that. I've consulted someone while naked before. It's such a weird feeling. You feel so fucking vulnerable. Like you just start saying like childhood trauma. You're like, yeah, man, my dad didn't love me.
Yeah.
They're butt ass naked. You're like, oh, I'm naked. She's seeing all of me right now.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not like hard as well and your soft dick is just out. There's nothing more vulnerable than that. Jonko was on top, having a great time. Right as she came, she pulled her arm back and hit me in the face as hard as she could. No discussion about it, about rough stuff beforehand. It was a bit of a shock. Fortunately, she was a petite. She made me banana bread the next day and was hospitalized for psychiatric reasons a month.
Oh, bro.
I'm hoping that was some bum ass fucking banana bread. Fuck.
Oh, I'm just picturing the moment she comes. Just fucking like rocks you in the jaw. Just poof. Big fucking like right hook to the tooth.
But she was also petite, so she's very.
Yeah, it didn't hurt. It would have been like a little slap.
Has a girl ever tried to punch you before and she tries her hardest?
Yeah, of course.
A relationship with you in there.
No, like that. Not like that.
And then like when she punches you, you're like, did you do it?
Yeah. I'm
then
not
she's
that saying, did you do it? Did you punch it?
Yeah, and then she's like, oh, my hand hurts. I'm like, wow, you didn't punch it?
Yeah, bro. You can't blame me for hurting your hand when you punch me. Facts.
This is a true friendship test. My passcode's my birthday.
Oh my god. It is the 24th. No, not 04.
I hope you edit these.
11.
You put in the captions of when you think the dates are.
Huh?
When you edit it, put in the captions, like subtext of what you think the date is. So it's like the 24th. When's my birthday, Jake?
It's in November.
10th of April.
It's the 24th. And you were born in 2001 or 2000?
It's not the 24th.
It's the 26th then.
No.
25th?
No.
What day was I it was the day I couldn't make it for my
That was
camp.
just my party. When's my birthday?
Oh, I keep forgetting. Okay, what day was the party?
It was the 24th, which is a Saturday.
Exactly, which means your actual birthday is on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Facts, because it was 2 days after your birthday.
Yeah.
So it's 22/11/01.
There you go.
Fuck you. Phone's open. Done.
I already know
This
10th
guy.
of April, man. 2002.
Yeah, but I always confuse your birthday
With the party.
With the
yeah,
party.
I have to give you
Alright. Give me a yeet.
that.
Yeah. Alright. For our next segment, we've got a bunch of childhood experiences summed up into like sentences, and we're gonna read them, and hopefully you guys feel nostalgic because I know we definitely do. So the first one is, did you ever turn off the lights in a room and then run upstairs before death consumes you?
Yes, bro.
Yeah.
I thought the second the light comes off, like there's no light, there is demons chasing you, bro.
Bro.
I've never run faster in
Facts,
my
bro.
life.
Like, I remember one time I had this Ben 10 watch. I walked upstairs and I was like, I'm not afraid of you monsters. I'm Ben 10.
Bang.
Bam, bitch. Bam.
The way I used to run from like, I don't have a double story house, so I had to run from like the kitchen to my room because I always used to get hungry. But the thing is, I have never run so fast in my fucking life. I thought like cross country in school, I could have won. I would have came first. That's how fast I was going. Another one as a kid. Did you ever used to do this where like it's like really like you're going to school in the morning and it's super cold, and then like you start talking and there's like frost coming out, like
Yeah.
and then you used to think like
You're smoking, bro. Yeah, you make the little clouds. You go. You go. Yeah. Facts.
Sorry, I thought you were the coolest kid.
Facts. Read a couple at a time.
Alright.
Trying to push down the colors. Trying to push down all the colors on a multicolor pen.
On a
Yep.
4 pen?
On a 4 pen.
Yeah.
Trying to like push down the sides, bro. Yeah. Facts.
In year 7 or 8, I actually managed to do it once for an art project.
Fuck off.
It wasn't like very steady, but like
bullshit.
Keep in mind, it wasn't like I didn't have like the hat part on where like only one comes out.
Oh yeah. Easy then.
I had it, and then I used 4, and then I did the title. It was the messiest shit I've ever done, but I was like, nah, I can do it.
Damn. Trying to using your mum's claw clip on weird places, like on your lips. You know those big claw clips they put in their hair.
Yeah.
Put them on like your lip, put it on your ear, put it on like your wrist.
I always used to do it on my lips and pretend it was like duct tape.
Yeah. I get that. Trying to force 2 magnets together,
And even though it's like opposite.
even though they're opposite poles and it won't go together. Yeah, bro. I used to push that shit as hard as I can.
Bro, in science class.
Hard as I can, bro.
Year 9 science class. I used to do
It
it.
just was not going together. Pillow forts. Do you ever make pillow forts as a kid in your house?
Oh, the cubby house.
Yeah. Cubby houses in the living room.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, and I used to get like the dining hall chairs and get blankets. Yeah.
Fucking mint days. And you'd watch like movies in there and shit.
And then like
Yeah,
fall
cars.
asleep in it. Yeah, but
Cars.
the worst thing about that, you have to pack it down, bro.
Oh, I fucking
hated that shit.
I hate pack up. Hate pack up.
Oh, so when you're eating like macaroni and cheese, and you like your macaroni and cheese, trying to get all 4 of them onto like the 4 spikes on your fork.
Oh yeah. I did it with peas. By peas, like
Yeah.
peas.
See,
What are they called? They're called peas.
Peas.
You know peas? Yeah.
Peas.
You know peas, and you try like put one on each fork, a bit of the fork. Yeah.
I didn't do it with mac and cheese. I never mac and cheese, but my mom used to make alphabet pasta.
Oh
So I used to
yeah.
make words. That's what I did.
Fuck, that's funny. That's good.
I did that. When you're younger, the original auto tune is like when you have a fan and you used to like scream out into it, and it would be like, "What?" Like,
what's the first song you would always do when you had that? Ready? We'll sing it. Let's see if we sing the same thing. This is a friendship test. Actually, like a childhood test. Ready?
Wait, the name of the song?
No. The lyric of the song that you'd sing into the thing. If there was one in front of you, what song are you singing? Ready?
Wait. I've got 2 songs that I'll do.
Just do one of them. Ready? 3.
Wait, I gotta think. I know the song, but
if there's one sitting there, what are you gonna say?
I don't know the lyrics. That's the hang on.
Oh, come on. This is easy.
I don't know if we'll get the same one.
Just test it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy
Mine
you
was
a
a
drink.
T-Pain. Mine was a T-Pain song.
That was the song.
It would have been that, but mine was it was. Oh, fuck! It was no. I don't know if it was.
Every time you see a fan, you got to go.
No.
Baby girl.
Mine was Akon. Lonely.
How's that sound?
Mr. Lonely.
I'm so lonely. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have
Okay.
nobody for my own. That was
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, yeah.
Or it'd be any song, but I'd try to sound like a chipmunk.
Jeez.
Yeah, because I think I went on the Chipmunks was a massive hit at the
Chipmunks
time.
was a big deal when we were young. Yeah.
Where you're like drinking like a soft drink. I used to do this like when I like went to parties and stuff, but you'd have like the little 300 ml soft drink bottles with the caps. You used to pour your soft drink into the caps and take it like a shot.
Yeah, I did.
And
I
I used
did.
to think like, damn, we're getting so drunk off this.
Yeah, bro. Or like the orange juice.
Yeah.
Put the orange juice. That was good. Or you ever drink out of a parent's wine glass?
No, but my dad used to drink his beers and leave it on the ground when he used to sit on the couch, and I used to sneak up behind the couch and go, 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 go. And then my mum caught me one time, and I fucking ran. And she couldn't remember if I did or not, so she like cornered me in the laundry, and she's like opening my bag. She's like, "Let me smell your breath."
Let me smell your
She's like, "Let me smell your
breath.
because Dad used to drink like Crown lagers, and they're like a very like
Strong. Yeah,
beery
yeah.
smell. And I hated the taste of it, but I was like, cool. And so she smelled it. She's like, "Oh, you drank beer."
Getting breath tested at 5, bro.
Yeah,
Breath tested
literally.
at 5. Oh my god. Being in a clothes store and like running through the clothes racks, but like in between the clothes.
Yes.
Yeah, hiding from your mum.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
So it would be like in Kmart or Target.
Yeah. Playing Floor is Lava.
Nah, I never did that.
Never did that?
Never did that.
Damn, man. Must just be like white boy childhood.
Must have been. Nah, I
White boy
never.
childhood.
I didn't do the floor as lot. I did. Primary school. It was. What was? I can't remember the game, but it was a shark game or something. And like the shark couldn't get past a certain point. You'd have to tag someone. Like say like it's like this big.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but you could only touch the ledge, and as long as your foot's touching the ledge, you can try and tag someone. Shark Tiggy or something? Or
Nah.
no, it wasn't Marco Polo.
Childhood experiences, listening to your friends' parents when they yell at them.
Oh yeah.
When you're at a friend's house and they're getting like fucking screamed at. What do, bro? I start looking at the walls and shit. I'm like, that's a nice looking cream wall.
I have a family friend. I went to his house and like we were trying to find his Lego, so we went through the garage and we made a mess. And his mom starts fucking beating him in front of me, and I'm like, I sit there like.
Did he cry?
He was crying.
Yeah, the tears, bro.
Crying, and he's looking at me for help, and I look at his
Oh.
I gave him a.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I look at him and I look at him like a bombastic side eye. I'm like,
yeah, bro. Nah, I know what you're talking about.
nah. I just keep rubbing my legs. Like, damn, if I say anything, I know I'm next.
I know this woman's about to beat me. I've been the one that's getting yelled at as well, bro. The most embarrassing thing. My friend's here. She's like,
I don't give a fuck.
No. Yeah. She does that. She goes, I don't give a fuck. Then she turns to your friend in a real nice thing and goes, I'm really sorry about that, Jono. And then turns back to me and goes, right. Just keeps fucking yelling. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Childhood experiences, pretending to push or pretending to drift the trolley around the grocery store.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the sound effects.
I never did the sound effects of drifting. I just did it like a go-kart. You know, it was like bumper carts for me. Like how many things I could bump into. That was me.
How much shit you could just fucking rock.
Did your parents ever tell you that when you eat a seed from anything, like it's like a apple core or a cherry seed, that a tree would grow in you?
Facts. Yeah. When you eat the apples.
Yeah. Biggest lie. Yeah.
Dude, I was deathly scared of eating apple cores. And I had one of the little pip seeds and I cried. Yeah. Cried because I thought I was going to die. Thought I was going to turn into a tree. I was a dumb little child.
I think I swallowed a cherry seed and I was like dying, but I was also scared, like, fuck, I'm actually gonna die. Not from like it's gonna grow because I'm actually choking. But yeah.
Fuck.
I never had this problem because I was an only child, but it's like your siblings, you telling your siblings to stop copying you, and they're doing exactly what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Why are you copying me? No. Stop what I'm saying. And then you're just like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Nah, I never had that.
Never had that?
No.
But you just didn't go out with enough siblings.
No siblings growing up.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Sucks, bro. In primary school, though, when like people did it to you, like I'd be like, you know, like it got annoying.
Bro, you want to rock someone's jaw when they do that.
Mm.
Stop copying me. Stop copying me. I see red.
Yo, shut up.
I'm just like, yeah, copy this fucking fist to the face, cunt.
When playing at my friend's house and his mum asks if we're hungry and he says no.
What are you doing?
You invited me for dinner and you're saying that you're not hungry? Betrayal.
What are you doing? And they look at me and they go, you're hungry. And I'm like,
I could eat.
I could eat.
Mm.
But he's not hungry. So the mum goes, you hungry? He goes, nah. Bro.
And then I was like, dude, bro, I'm starving.
Bro, I'm so hungry.
Mom, Joe's hungry.
Yeah. Oh, do not embarrass me like that.
Nah.
Don't embarrass me like that.
And then she came and be like, are you hungry? I was like, I'll make you a sandwich. I was like, no, that's fine.
Don't embarrass me like that.
No.
Never.
I've never been. That kid that did it to me personally,
No friends with him.
not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
But I know we all did this in primary school when you'd have the rubbers and you write yes, no, maybe on the side of him.
And you throw
And
him.
you flip him and be like, yo, does Stacy like me? And Ellen's like, no. And you start crying like a little
You
bitch.
did
You're
that.
like,
That must be wrong. Reflip.
yeah, reflip. And I feel like you're like, oh, best out of three. And
Best
if
out of three.
And if
Yeah.
Elaine's watching, like, yes, she likes me.
She likes me, bro.
She likes
Yeah,
me.
she likes me. Fuck.
Or like mine stuff would be like, yo, do you reckon the teacher's coming in today? Flip. No. And you're like,
Oh, if the teacher's 15 minutes late to class, you can legally leave.
oh,
that was the
biggest lie.
Biggest lie, bro.
In high school, we had a teacher that didn't show up, and like we kind of just sat in the classroom or we waited outside, and the entire class got in trouble because we didn't tell the head office that there was no teacher. So we all got in
Wow.
trouble, and I'm like, how's it our fault?
Yeah, that's cool.
So we kind of had a free period, but like, yeah, that was. Dad, oh, I never had this problem. Dad was sleeping soundly on the couch while the TV is turned on, and I tried to change the channel, and then he somehow wakes up.
Dude, you never experienced that?
I
Bro, my dad all the time, even my mum, would be like sitting on the couch, eyes closed. Like I've literally gone up to them and gone real close. Their eyes are closed.
and
They're
you're like doing this, and they're like,
yeah, they're not responding. I turned the channel on the TV and they go, I was watching that. I was like, bitch, no, you weren't.
You were asleep.
You are a liar. You're a liar
I-
and a manipulator.
I did that as a kid. I'd be falling asleep on the couch watching my cartoons, and Dad would come put on the news. I'd wake up. I was watching that.
I was watching my cartoon, dude.
I
was
did
watching my
that.
cartoon.
I did that.
Or disassembling and reassembling your pen.
I always thought I was the smartest mechanic. Like in high school, where it's like, you know, when people just take apart the pens, I took apart everything. I'm talking about the springs, the caps,
Yeah.
everything, and I put it back together, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and then you look down, inks all over your hand. You're like, I'm actually not as good as I thought it was.
Or the one time, like, you have one pen, but you do it to your entire pen, and then you're like, fuck, I can't put it back together. And like, you've got no pen.
You panic.
Dude,
You start stressing. You're like, fuck.
there was this one kid, he only brought one pen to class, and like, he didn't have a pencil case or anything. Like, did you ever have those kids in your class? Like, high school, I mean? Like
what?
Like when you go to class and like you have your pencil cases and stuff.
Oh,
like
and
that,
they never bring one.
and they never bring one.
And
just
they
have,
borrow
like,
one.
They have like one blue pen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he broke apart his pen, and then he was like, "Oh, sorry, miss, I don't have a pen." And then she's like, "I'll give you one." She breaks her pen.
Fucking hell. Childhood experiences: swallowing gum and then getting told it's going to stay in your stomach for 7 years.
Bro, I was so scared. That's why we weren't allowed to chew gum in primary school because that's what they told us.
Really?
Yeah. Same with lollipops.
Wow.
They had this guy called the Lollipop Man or something. And he was like apparently back in the 70s. It was a kid that ran while he was eating a lollipop, and he like tripped and fell, and like the stick got stuck in his
Oh, fucking
and he like
myth.
haunted the school.
Fake. Same thing as like you can't rock on your chair because there was a kid that split his head open.
Yeah.
I swear every school had that myth as well.
And then when you're older, like you see your friend sitting on one of those plastic chairs, and you go kick the leg,
Go kick the leg.
and they land and they're fine. And like, yeah, miss lied.
Liars. Pretending you're dead in the pool and seeing if anyone notices.
Dude, I did that so much, like
So many times, bro.
so many.
So many times. You'd like dive and then come up and just like float on the top.
Yeah, I'd always have my like head
Head
down,
down, head down like that.
and just be like, someone save me.
Someone save me because I cannot keep this act up. I
Mm.
can't keep this act up because I'm running out of oxygen, and soon enough, I'm gonna have to pretend that I'm alive.
That's the thing. Like when they start to almost believe you, like, oh, shit isn't moving, you run out of breath, you're like, and then
Fuck.
your parents are like, fuck, no, fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
And they
yeah.
don't believe you. Yeah.
Shit. Last one is putting a ridiculous calculation in the calculator and having it come up with the error or the E,
I do that.
or doing 68008
To get boobs.
turned upside down as boobs.
Boobs.
Yeah, boobs
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
calculator.
Or we'd go onto like Google and we'd type in like random words to see if it'd come up on the search.
Yeah.
And just like type it, like you go, and it'd be like, oh, it came up.
Got a lip action on that. That's it. We're done.
Speaking of primary school, like, bro, dude, kids these days,
Dude.
I remember like it was an absolute privilege. You had to be good all year to bring your devices to class.
Facts.
Primary school especially, it was like the last day, and you'd bring like your PSP, your DS, and that's what you were allowed to do. But that was only if your class was good for the year.
Bro, even like phones just in general. I remember when I was in year 7,
Yeah, my
right?
first phone in year 7.
I got my first phone. It was this piece of shit, little like numbers on the front thing,
Oh, BlackBerry, yeah.
something like that. And then I upgraded in year 8, and I upgraded to this tiny Samsung that was like this big, and it had like a full screen on the front this time. But then I smashed the screen. My mum fucking yelled at me, and I had to live with a smashed phone. She wouldn't repair it
Nah,
because it was like a lesson to me.
Nah, my first phone in year 7 was like, you know those phones where it's like this small, but you like, and there's a screen, but you flip it, and then there's the keyboard.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like I was so cool.
But I'll tell you what I always wanted, one of those flip phones like on the front where you like finish it coming.
Yeah, I think I had like a dead one of those.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a Nokia, and it was a pink one, and like you'd flip it, but it didn't work. But I had it for the flipping action. And then year 7,
That's jokes.
because and it was like it was like a brand new phone, but like it was like $30 from Aldi or something. And then my aunt upgraded to the new iPhone 5 at the time, and then I had an old iPhone 4, and that was like my first ever iPhone. And then I had that iPhone until about year 9, and I upgraded to the 6, and then I had the iPhone 6 up until year 10, and I upgraded to the iPhone X. And then I had the iPhone X up until a couple years ago, so 2021 I had the iPhone X, and then I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max. That was my history of phones.
Mint.
But
I'm still sitting on the iPhone 12, and I need to upgrade, bro.
dude, you still need to upgrade.
I need to upgrade. The back of my phone is smashed. The front of my phone's been repaired like 3 times.
So you've got like barely any storage, bro. That's like
Facts.
the worst thing.
Yeah.
But back to the thing of like where it's like kids these days, they can take their iPads to school, you know, and like, and then they play games on it because it's purely for education. I was like,
That's so dumb.
I had to type in on the school laptop, cool math games unblocked, because the school used to block like all those websites.
Yeah, bro.
I was like,
I swear to God, kids are getting like, there's a spectrum, right? And on one end of the spectrum is like naughty kids, like delinquents and shit. And the other end of the spectrum is like nerds. I swear, when I grew up, like you'd kind of be like in the middle, maybe going towards one or the other. Nowadays, kids these days is like one or the other.
Yeah.
You're either growing up like a nerd and
like Fortnite, like you wear Fortnite t-shirts.
Fortnite t-shirts, you do Fortnite dances, and you're just like destined to be a geek. Or you're the other end and you're like a 12-year-old that is running around with like essays and knives and bum bags. Have you seen that video, I Run Frankston? Yeah!
Oh,
kid
dude,
on the train
knocked that kid.
Telling this old ass dude, the kid's like 9, he's telling this old ass dude, he's like, I own Frankston, like raising his fist and shit to this old guy. I would smack that kid up, fam.
Have you seen that guy, that essay that's fucking screwing up to that Asian dad? And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up when he starts running away with his friend. And the Asian
yeah.
run, you chicken. And I was like, that's so fun. Dude, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
16.
I was 16 turning 17, right? I met this 11-year-old or 12-year-old. Oh, no, shit, 13, sorry. She was 13 and she lost her virginity.
Whoa, what's we go with this?
Sorry.
What's we go with
No,
this?
no, no. Like, this was when Cooper, myself, and Mia, we all went to Anglesey and we were at this family caravan park. And this Eshe is with her friends and she's fucking 13. And then she's like, oh yeah, she's coming up to us and we're chatting. 'Cause we're at the park, we're having drinks, we're doing our own thing. And then she's coming up and all her friends are trying to chat to us, be like, oh, have y'all got drinks? Have you guys got ciggies or have you got a vape? And I'm like, nah, bro. And we had joints, but we're like, nah. We ain't got anything. And then she was like, oh yeah, I'm old enough. I lost my virginity when I was 12. I fucked 3 people. And I was like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 13. I was like,
Fuck.
she's like, yeah, the guy was 19. I was like,
Mental. That's a case. That is prison.
that's
The
I
fuck?
was like, and she was proud of it too.
Yuck.
I was like,
Yuck.
There's this one
Cooked.
other.
Next topic.
Yeah. Dude, even bro, second kids break their fucking iPads, they get it repaired instantly.
Yeah, dude, no. Kids are spoiled these days.
Spoiled, bro.
Kids
Spoiled.
are spoiled these days.
I went to Coles on my break and this kid going through all the aisles. Mum, I want this. No.
I want that.
I want this now. Fine, whatever.
You know what I want them to bring back? Is beating kids.
Dude, 100%.
Parenting your child through physical parenting.
Mm-hmm.
Because nowadays in Australia, you can't really do that.
No, you can't. Did you see there's this 15-year-old that illegally drove his dad's car into someone's house and he almost killed 2 people.
Shit.
And there was this it was on a current affair or 60 Minutes. And the dad comes and he's so mad at the people, as if you stole my fucking car, how could you do this? And he starts hitting the son. The dad gets charged for assaulting the son.
Dude.
And the son gets off scot-free. And
That's
I was like,
cool.
that's when our fucking justice system is corrupt.
It's just
There's
whack, bro.
this new drug. Speaking of the justice system, right? There's this new drug and this druggy family, and you can tell they're druggy because the photos were released onto Channel 9.
Yeah.
Druggies. Their 2-year-old daughter got into this fucking it's similar to jungle juice, but it's like heroin. And she ingested it and she took enough dosage that could kill 9 adults. And the parents only got 2 years jail.
What the hell, bro?
And they've got 4 kids.
Fuck that.
And I was like, that's when the justice system's fucked.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I was just like, nah. But dude, my mom hit me I was hit as a kid.
Bro, you go from one extreme to the other.
I know, it's bad. But I got hit as a kid and I turned out alright. You always say, and everyone of my friends always say this, but bro, I've met your fucking parents. How are you nothing like them?
Yeah, bro. Because your parents, because you're African
And Sri
Sri Lankan. Yeah, African Sri Lankan. Your parents, bro, are
keep in mind, I call my parents my grandparents. So I live with my grandparents.
the grandparents. We know
So
them as
they're old
parents.
school.
Dude, your dad or granddad, your dad saw me peeing at yours one time with the door open. I didn't realize he was home. I need to run to the toilet. I pissed. The door was open. He comes. He goes, Jake, what are you doing? Close the door. I'm making him sound like Asian, but he's not Asian.
No, Jake just can't do accents.
I can't do that accent.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Close the door.
Close the door. Close the door. Bro, it's so funny. Hated me for a month after that as well.
He hated you for several months.
Fuck no.
My mum loves you now.
Your mum loves me.
Mum loves you.
That's because I treat your mum like a queen.
Dad,
I walk in, I'm like, how are you? Give her a kiss on the chin.
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah.
she appreciates that. Dad is like, no, fuck this white guy. Nah, but speaking of beating, what's the worst you've ever been beaten?
Oh, dude. Okay, worst I've ever been beaten. I was a kid. My mum had a wooden hairbrush, right? And I caused trouble, and she was chasing me around the table. I sprinted past her. I go to sprint up the stairs, swear the bitch teleports and ends up right behind me, right? I look behind me, all I see is the wind up. So I do the hands in front of my bum because I knew that's what she was aiming for. Bang! hairbrush breaks. Wooden hairbrush snaps on my ass.
Fuck.
Tell you, bro, that was fucking pain. Wood hairbrush snapped. She had a metal bracelet on. The metal bracelet was flat where her hand came in contact with my ass.
Fuck.
Bro, it's bad. But I'll tell you what else is good. When you finally get to that like age where
They can't beat you anymore.
they try to beat you and you're like, yeah, what? Doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my like. Fuck you gonna do about it?
Fuck you gonna do about it?
Fuck you gonna do about it?
And then she gets dad in.
Yeah,
Dad's big and strong and tough and scary.
Yeah, you're like.
And I'm like, fuck.
When I was younger, my mom used to walk. So I used to go to school dating on.
Fuck, bro. Can you speak English?
No, I can't, bro. I'll stutter.
What the fuck
Dude,
was
have you
that?
met my parents? I grew up with no English. How do you think I would
Jesus
stutter?
Christ.
So we lived in Dandenong. Mom used to do like a 30-minute walk because she didn't drive. She didn't have a license. She used to walk from house to school back to she used to walk us to school. So we were walking with my friends one time and my friends offered a lift. Like, oh, we're going that way anyways. We'll take you home. I was like, yes, I don't have to walk 30 minutes in this fucking heat. And I was so tired that day. And like, so we're going and like, because her and like the kid, like we were friends.
Just tell a fucking story, man. You are the worst at telling stories.
Anyways, we ran across the street and I go to the guy that I'm friends with. I like gently push him like, oh, like, you know, when you're on the edge, you're like, save your life.
Save your life. Yeah,
Save your life. And they're like, Joe, I did that. And my mum saw it. She full grabs me and pushes, like, it throws me to the ground. And she's wearing one of her handbags. And then she starts fucking repeated beating me. She's going bang, 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 bang with her purse. And her friend, my friend's mum, bang, bang, bang. She's like, never do that. How dare you? And she's beating me. And all these school kids and their parents and my fucking friends, they're looking at me like this guy is getting beaten and they do nothing about it. I know, and the mum's like, no, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him. And my mum's like, shut up! Bang, bang. And then she's like, we're walking. And she's like, no, we'll drive. No, we're walking. And so I walk. That's the worst I've ever been beaten.
Fucking
And yeah, and then that was the worst. And it has scarred me to this day.
Jesus.
The day I knew I was old enough to not get beaten anymore, I was working at the cafe, and my aunt we're arguing. It was a family business, so we're arguing, and she like starts like trying to punch me, and then she punches me as hard as she can, but her hands go like that, so she almost like breaks her wrist, and then she's like, I was like,
Jesus.
Yeah, what you gonna do about it?
Yeah, what you gonna do
What
about
you gonna do about it?
That double check that. Hell, that didn't hurt.
I was like, yeah. Never got
I'm a big boy now.
I was like 15. I was like, never gonna get touched again.
Yeah, facts.
Never gonna get touched again.
Facts.
Fuck, man. Kids these days versus to when we grew up.
Insane difference.
SJs didn't exist back when we were growing up. It was like gangs. It was like you were like a bikie or you're like Bloods and Crips. Like that's the type of shit it was. And then there was like, do you ever remember drug use growing up? I don't. I remember like people on crack, but
moral of the story, like kids these days
get away with too much shit.
Get away with too much. They're spoiled, and we need to bring back parenting your children physically, because I got my ass beat as a child, and we've turned out great.
And we're fine. Do we have a little mental health problem? Probably.
Maybe. Do we have unsolved trauma? Who knows?
Do we never find a good girl? Damn straight. That's just what we do. That's just who we are.
Anyway, that's another episode of Talking Schmack. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a review, leave a comment. If you're going to leave a review, tell us how you feel. Say it with your chest. Say what you mean. Let us know what you guys want to hear, what you want to see. We're going to have new mics coming soon, so this audio quality is going to be bumped up. Just for you guys. That's it for me. Anything for you?
Nah, man, you said it all. But we appreciate the love and support, honestly, guys. Like, it means a lot to us. But yeah, so keep helping us out. Just keep rewatching these videos, like on the way to work, on the way to the gym. Just like we got our show on Spotify as well, so you don't need to always have it on YouTube. Listen to it even when you're taking a nice walk on the park. We're coming into summer soon, so doing those summer walks will be on Spotify. Tell your friends about us. Keep watching us, and we'll keep posting.
Easy. Out.
You! Alright.
Talking Schmidt.